Thanks, Tom. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. I'm very humbled and very honored to receive this award. Thank you to Dr. Baker. Thank you to Peter, the rest of the board. Thank you very much to the Alumni Association and their very dedicated staff. When I got the call a few weeks ago from Louis Apostle, a fellow College of Law alum, I was as surprised as everyone else who has talked tonight. I thought for sure that someone maybe had turned it down, that I was, at least second or third on the list. I told Lou it was okay, I'm not offended. I was my wife's second choice also. So after I got through that, I was pretty excited to come to DeKalb, especially because it's my children's first time on campus here. I've got my daughter Emma, who's 10. Emma, say hi. My son Cooper, who's 6. My wife Patty, of course, who's videotaping this. First time on campus, and I was telling them of some stories of back in my time here at Northern, back in the 90s. Doesn't seem like that long ago, but I can't believe it's been 20-something years since I first stepped foot on campus here. Anyone remember the 90s here in the room? So it's a long time ago, back in the days of things like answering machines, beepers, MC Hammer. We didn't have, these fancy things like these kids have, these kids today. Get off my lawn. We didn't have Facebook, we didn't have Instagram, we didn't have Twitter. When I was here at law school, back in the 90s, Facebook was actually a book of faces. It was literally a book you would get with different faces on it. So things have changed. We're gonna, on the way out, show my kids where I went to, where I lived here when I went to school. I lived all 3 years in the same house, 344 Augusta. Any alums of the Augusta? We had the party house back in the day. It was owned by a law alum, and he didn't put any money into the house. He literally had no heating, but it was a great house for parties. As my wife will attest, right before I took the bar, I was studying for the bar in the summer of 1995, and because this house was not really up to any code, didn't have many amenities, we got flooded out with the first rain. Literally, I had to grab all my belongings and my clothes and my barbery materials and run out of it because it was all submerged in water. So, good memories of 344 Augusta. But I came here in 1992. Didn't know much about the school. Came from Canada. Grew up in Montreal. And I was looking for an affordable law school, and Northern, in addition to being outstanding academically, fit the bill for me in terms of doing or me not leaving law school with an incredible amount of debt. I remarked when I sent my daughter to her school on the north side of Chicago, where we live, that I spent more for 1 year of her pre-K than I did in 3 years at Northern. And again, Northern, in addition to being amazing academically, is incredible, just incredible economically. And that's what we tell a lot of the folks that we recruit to the law school. A lot of the kids that we mentor is, you're going to come out of Northern with a second to none education legally. I mean, you're going to, get incredible education from professors that I had, like, Dan Reynolds, who I owe a lot of debt to. But you're going to, have a leg up on a lot of your competitors in the legal community in Chicago, just because of the economics of what you're getting here. So I want to thank a couple of folks in addition to my family. I want to recognize Dean Cordes, who had to step out, but who was here earlier, Dean of the College of Law. I want to recognize Melanie Mitchell and Greg Anderson, who are here, who just do an incredible amount of work for the College of Law with very limited resources, as we all know. They do an incredible job. I want to thank Dean Alfini, who was the College of Law Dean when I was in law school. Also want to thank Associate Dean Leonard Mandel, who was very important to me when I was in law school here. I just want to tell everyone in the audience that, again, not everyone can give back to the law school monetarily. If you can, that's very important, as Joe will attest and the rest of us. But there are other ways that you can give back to your community, give back to your university. The college all gave me so much. I was able to get a scholarship when I was here to help me finance law school. I worked a couple of jobs when I was in law school here. But I would recommend and ask all of you, most of you in this room are already doing it, but for the folks who are going to school right now, thinking of going to school here, reach back, help out. There are ways to do it besides financially. Give your time, give your resources, and you'll get back much more than you'll give. So thank you again very much. I'm very honored to receive this award, and of course, go Huskies.